Wilsonville is a growing city. Between today and the year 2035, the number of households in Wilsonville could double, and there may be 75% more employees working here. Most of this growth will occur in the Frog Pond and Coffee Creek areas north of the existing city. For the past 20 years, the community has planned for growth of its industrial and business base to exist alongside a walkable city of tree-filled neighborhoods. Proactive planning will ensure the community can continue to benefit from growth.
Wilsonville, being on the edge of the Portland metro region, has opportunity to grow quite a bit in the future. For example, the Coffee Creek Master Plan has been adopted by the City Council, and that has impacts on the existing transportation system, but we also have to figure out how the roads are going to work within that area. Then we also have areas on the north side of town, the Frog Pond area, which is in the urban growth boundary but has not yet been planned for. So this kind of growth will add more traffic to our transportation system, and it's very important we prepare for that so that we don't have congestion in the future, or we can at least try to manage the congestion, and that also so we can prepare for connectivity so we can get places conveniently.
Though Wilsonville's transportation system is generally well planned and safe, there are some gaps in the system and deficiencies with the existing facilities. One of the early tasks in the TSP project was to identify such gaps and deficiencies. System gaps are defined as missing links or barriers that inhibit travel. System deficiencies are capacity, design, or operational constraints that limit travel.
The transportation system plan will also address some of the issues with pedestrian access to various parts of the city. Right now there are many gaps where sidewalks end or sidewalks cross into areas where there are no receiving facilities for them. So the transportation system plan is looking at those gaps and will be trying to fill them.
Statistically, Wilsonville's transportation system is exceptionally safe. However, as the system is used by more people, it will be important to make existing roads as safe as possible for all modes of transportation.
Some of the safety needs in the city, a great example is on Beckman Road. Today it's a two-lane road. Many portions of Beckman Road is a two-lane road with no sidewalks or bike facilities. Another safety project in the city is the railroad trestle on Grahams Ferry Road. It's very narrow. It doesn't provide access for pedestrians and bicycles to traverse through that crossing. So one of the projects we've identified is to widen and improve that existing safety deficiency.
One of Wilsonville's strengths is its location with easy access to I-5. Almost any point in town is within easy access to one of the interchanges. Preserving the capacity of the two interchanges will be important for the city's future.
We have a significant number of large manufacturing companies that we have an efficient freight mobility process where our trucks can get in and out of town with the least amount of interference from local traffic. And for the part of the transporter, that's very important in as much as it costs money for these trucks even when they're not moving. And secondly, the local resident doesn't want to have to be disrupted by freight transportation.
I-5, however, also poses some challenges because it serves as a barrier between the east and west sides of town. This puts a lot of pressure on the few existing connections and makes it harder for people to walk from one place to another.
Connectivity is important because you want to be able to have options for how you move through your community. I don't personally always want to drive my car places, especially when I have my children with me. I want us to get out and be active and to be able to bike to the store. We have stores that are really close to us, but it's not always safe and convenient for us to ride our bikes there, which is why having bike lanes and having sidewalks that are designed to accommodate these other options are really critical to enhance our livability.
In this context, the Transportation System Plan identifies the investments that will be needed over the next 20 years to support continued growth and economic vitality and ensure that Wilsonville is a great place to live. Review the projects on the planned transportation projects section of this open house and tell us what you think. Thank you so much for participating in the planning for your community.